Welcome to Motorsport Report. My name is Julia Piquet, and here are today's top headlines. A British Grand Prix on the streets of London has been labelled a tall order by McLaren chief executive Zak Brown. He believes that Silverstone is the only realistic venue for the race. With the British Grand Prix's long-term future in doubt after Silverstone elected to activate a break clause to end its current deal in 2019, speculation has mounted about alternative plans. Talks of a race in London, either in its Docklands or Olympic Park, has increased following the successful F1 Live London event held on the eve of the British Grand Prix. People are talking about a London GP, which I think in this particular instance is a tall order, and Silverstone will remain the home of F1 racing in England, Brown explained. Mercedes Motorsport chief Toto Wolff said the decision to quit DTM at the end of the 2018 season to race in Formula E is based on its electrified road car strategy. Mercedes has been a core part of the German Touring Car Championship since its relaunch in 2000, but will now join Audi, BMW, Citroën, Jaguar, and Renault in Formula E. Wolff said, "For our production cars, we have to think about electric mobility, and therefore motorsports moves into a new direction too. This is the reason why we chose Formula E over DTM." For more on this story, I'm joined by our global editor-in-chief, Charles Bradley. Charles, is this decision a surprise?
Well, Julia, it's not a surprise that Mercedes is following the manufacturer trend of joining Formula E, but the shock is that it's leaving Germany's premier race series to do it. Apart from its GT3 program, Mercedes is turning its back on naturally aspirated racing cars.
Well, if electric cars are the future on the roads, what does that mean for Formula One?
This means big questions for Formula One in terms of which directions it's going to go with its 2021 engines. Should it follow the electrified route? Should it care what the mass manufacturers want? Should it stick with hybrid? Should it even consider going back to naturally aspirated engines, maybe with a standard KERS? I think we all want F1 to be the loudest, fastest, most exciting motorsport show on earth, but it's got to be different to the proposition of Formula E.
Thank you, Charles. In IndyCar, the new 2018 Aero Kit has begun its test program at Indianapolis with Juan Pablo Montoya and Oriol Servia behind the wheel. The new car is lighter than the current machinery, and 66% of downforce is now generated from underneath the car. The reduction of top surface aerodynamic parts should reduce turbulence and make it easier for cars to follow one another and overtake.
It feels comfortable, it's like a solid platform that I think is really important to the first feeling of the car is like that, it's reassuring that they did a really good job.
That's it for today's top stories. I'm Julia Piquet, and see you next time on Motorsport Report.